Yes guys, how's it going? Welcome back to a new video. Hope you guys are all enjoying your Friday. Happy Good Friday. If you're off work, I hope you've been enjoying it. Fish and chips later, or whatever you're doing. Hope you're having a good one. This morning, I was in Asda. And I was looking at the newspapers, picked up a copy of the Chronicle, and I saw that they'd done a report on the petition to save Leazes Park. Now, this is off the back of Newcastle United looking to build a new stadium, looking at the location of Leazes Park. And as much as everything's been super positive, you know, wanting to build it in the city centre, Leazes Park's right next door, you know, not having to play at a different ground while it's getting built. Like, all that stuff was tick, 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 tick for, I guess, the Newcastle fan point of view. But we always knew there was going to be another side of the coin. People who didn't want a new stadium, I guess just didn't want to move. Don't want it to be built in Leazes Park, the oldest park in the city centre. Wildlife, trees, flowers, plants, tennis courts. You know, there was always going to be another side to that. And that's why this petition to save Leazes Park is now at 18,000 signatures, you know. And it's not new. It's been out for 3 or 4 weeks, but in the kind of 24, 48 hours, it's blown up a fair bit. And that's why I thought I'd come on and talk about it with you guys today. What happens next, pretty much. So you let me know down below. Are you for the stadium? If there is a stadium, do you want it in Leazes Park? Or you don't want the stadium, you don't want it in Leazes Park? Let me know in the comments below. And if you do enjoy this video, do me a favour and drop a like. And subscribe as well, because it helps the channel grow, helps my reach to new followers, and we're getting close to 50,000 subscribers, which is pretty cool. So, background on the new stadium. As I say, the new owners have come in, and you know, as Amanda Staveley said, you know, they want the best. They want to win a cup. Tick, we've got one of them now, so good start. But they want the best players. They want to be competing for titles. They want to be competing in the Premier League. They want, as I say, they want the best players. They want the best training ground. They want the best stadium as well. And that's kind of taken us on and fueled, I think, by demand for tickets. It's very hard to get a ticket now. And I think the big factor is PSR, FFP. In this current football world, St James's Park just simply doesn't make the money that some of these big stadiums do. Like Spurs is like top of the list for stadium revenue. I mean, they're not spending it great and they're not playing great football. But, you know, if Newcastle could have that extra, I mean, you could go the total other way and say, you know, keep St James's Park, just get more commercial revenue. But again, it's back to being the best, wanting the best, having that best stadium, having that multi-use 80k, you know, whatever it's going to be, stadium. And I think for the fans' point of view, again, let me know in the comments below. I won't speak for everyone, but I think the big thing for me, I mean, I'm slightly different. I've got a season ticket, so I'm lucky in that respect. I've got a ticket for the match. I understand why, but, you know, not being selfish, I want to see the new era of fans have a chance to get a ticket. I want as many Newcastle. Why not? Want 80,000 there every week. If we could do it, then why not do it? But I understand for the club to take the next step, to bring in that extra money, to get the commercial deals at the stadium, to, you know, have, God, Sam Fender, let's go with him, more Sam Fender gigs, selling out and making money. That's the route they want to go. But the big thing for me was location. Leazes Park, you know, you talk, where's it going to go? We've had this conversation a million times over the last few years, and it's taken them a while. Like, look, they looked at the options. Can we just make St James's Park better if we are going to move? I mean, there was talk about down by the river where the arena was, but seemingly it's landed on Leazes Park, and it's so far that it's been reported that like a demo tape and images of the potential new St James's Park and new Leazes Park have actually been shown to staff at St James's at Newcastle United, and have actually been shown the video to, is it like the fan board as well, to get their reaction on it. So in terms of, I guess, football fan or people who want the stadium, it's been very much tick, 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 tick. This is going really well. But I think we always knew there was going to be another side to the coin and a different thought process, which I guess is what's kind of blowing up this petition, who is looking to, well, that's the thing, it's not no new stadium petition. These people could love they could love the football club. They just don't. They're wanting to try and protect Leazes Park, which, as I said, has gained, as at time of recording, 18,000 signatures. And what they're saying is they want to keep the Leazes Park the way it is. Well, they want to protect the oldest park in the city, 1850s, 1870s, where the petition was initially written to have more green space for people, for wildlife, for trees, for plants, and this was always, I think, inevitable that this would come out. It's almost been a little bit crazy that it's kind of felt so smooth up to this point already. I say smooth, it's taken ages. These feasibility studies are never ending, and we still haven't heard at this point. I think now, if they are going to announce something, it will be at the end of the season. And what I will say is that obviously the signatures, if I'm not mistaken, can be signed from anywhere. So it could be 17,000 Sunderland fans who've signed this petition for all I know, which is another thing to take into consideration. But not everyone in the city is a football fan. You would think it when you've got 300,000 people on the moor celebrating the cup win. It certainly felt like everyone was a fan at that point. But I think for the for what the stadium's going to bring as well, fair enough. It's looking to save an area of land, but the hope is, and I guess the next step is when St James's Park does move over, that the St James's Park land is reclaimed. Now, in terms of, I guess, ecology and green space and stuff, that's not where my wheelhouse is, so I'm not going to say let's just take the bugs from over here and drop them over there, because I'm presuming that doesn't work. Dig up the trees and move them to the other side. So yes, certainly on a level I can appreciate why some people would have that view. As I say, my view is probably very black and white and very much St James's Park and what Newcastle United are doing, less so about a park that really fair enough, I have been in a fair bit, but I would actually go as far to say that Leazes Park looks like it could do with a bit of a refurb. To be honest, it's got an abandoned building in it, and I've said this already, that interestingly enough, quite a large part of Leazes Park is actually fenced off, and it's the part that's right next to St James's Stadium. And I've thought, have they done that so that when we do apply for permission, or we are looking to put it through, we can turn around and go, oh, well, the bit we wanted to use was cordoned off and nobody's stepped foot in it for over a year anyway. So I guess what happens next? You've got St James's Park fighting for it, and I guess you're starting to get people now, because now it's starting to become a little bit more real. I guess there's no point of putting an opposition in when really nothing's been said. I mean, it hasn't been announced yet, but it's what's written in the petition is it's off the back of this video that's now being spread around fan boards and whatever. I've not seen it. Don't worry, I'm not holding anything back from you. If I do see it, I'll let you know. So what happens next? Well, I think for there to be an opposition, there needs to be something to go against. And as of right now, as far as we are aware, nothing has been put in. Newcastle haven't filed anything with the council you'd imagine that they're aware of what's going on. I mean, St James's Park itself, there'll be people in the comments who'll know more about this than me. Is it St James's Park belongs to the council, or is it the land that St James's Park's built on belongs to the council on a 100 million year lease? So that's the thing, it's the council's anyway. So really, moving away and moving on to more council land on the Leazes Park, the council's going to be fully versed. And just like anything, if you're planning to build or do anything, just walk around your neighbourhood. You walk around the streets. That sounded American, didn't it? Neighbourhood. Walk around the streets. You'll see A4 bits of paper stuck to walls saying, we plan on building this. So I mean, we're so far away from that yet. I think the thing with Newcastle is that they can't, unless they're getting like a bit of a wink and a nudge from the council, they aren't going to just come out and go, yeah, we're going to do this, by the way, because then you'll just get shot at if they come out too soon, unless they've got the wink and the nudge off the council. I mean, the thing is that, as I say, Leazes Park looks like it could do with a lift. And I think if Newcastle United said, look, we're going to move this stadium here and we're going to let Leazes Park have the land that St James's Park was on, and turn that into green. And then as part of that, the Newcastle owners will promise to do the upkeep of the park. So is that not the best of both worlds? Because it's allowing Newcastle have the stadium they want, in the area they want, with the size that they want, but allowing the previous land to be reclaimed as park, which then they'll agree to uphold the upkeep of the whole park as long as the stadium's there. I mean, that's the thing. It's different viewpoints, and that's why this video is a little bit like tough to do, because I am one man with my view. You guys will have different ones. I mean, if you're watching this video about Newcastle United, it's possible, or if you follow the channel, that your view will probably lean more towards the stadium and maybe even think that what I've said makes sense there. But I touched on it earlier, and I guess it's people who know the situation better if you know, that's something that they are invested in, and it is the plants and I guess the history of the park and that kind of thing. I do appreciate that point of view as well. I mean, in my eyes, you know, neither's right or wrong. It's just what's best. And, you know, for me, a new stadium, new jobs, new builders, new contractors, it will bring so much, I guess, work, money, development to the area, and ultimately, for me, will improve the park, because we are going to, if my idea comes true, you know, offer to help with the upkeep of it as well. But I thought I'd make the video to try and put the two sides there, and I guess, you know, after what has been a whirlwind of a lot of positivity of what's going to happen, you know, there's going to be hurdles to jump through, and we'll have to just wait and see. But the idea of the petition is to basically, I think, raise it to the Newcastle Council and have them, I presume, if they have to answer to it, I'll be interested. I guess I'll be interested in what they've got to say. And if they come up and go, no, we're not going to let them do it, I would imagine they would be far more on the fence with it and say, look, if it ever comes to it, we'll make a decision at the time, because there isn't publicly a decision to make anyway at the moment until we hear more. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, as always. Drop a like, subscribe if you have enjoyed that little personal self-debate. And let me know your thoughts in the comments as well. Enjoy the weekend. Villa tomorrow, so likelihood there'll be more videos coming very, very soon. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.